Yeah. Mm, yeah. Uh. Yeah. Yeah. Uh. Uh. Yeah. 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 Daily go get it living. Yeah. Daily. Yeah. What? Daily. 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 What's up, y'all? Daily. Yeah. Daily. Uh. Yeah. It's the Daily Go Get a Mism Show. It's the Daily Go Get a Mism Show. And we are here. And y'all know how we do. Yeah, 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 yeah. And so we are here. It's the Daily Go Get a Mism Show. May 15th, 2024. And it's the daily. It's the Daily Go Get a Mism Show. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it whiz? We are here and we are in motion. We do this thing, taking off fast lane, no coasting, and everything is gonna be all right. We asking if you know how to use your phone tonight. Do you really know how to use your phone? You know, just like the Jetsons said back in the day, we would have phones where we would be able to see people. Well, actually, that was the TV, but you know, we crossed it over to the telephone. But you know, a lot of people don't know how to use the phones that they spend all this money for. Every year, Apple comes out with these expensive phones, and people buy them. Some people buy them every year. They trade in the phone that they had before for the new phone that came out this year. And you know, and in my opinion, all Apple really does is upgrade the camera. I'm like, how much better can a camera get? I don't know. Ask Samsung because I think it's a little better. But you know, it's a it's a judgment call. But we pay a lot of money for these phones. The amount of money that we pay for a brand new high end top of the line phone is just like what we would pay for like a used car. Real shit. You know, and of course you have to pay the bill for the month. I mean every month for the service. So let's say you spend $1,500, $1,600 for a phone, and then you have a phone bill that's like, I don't know, anywhere from $100 all the way up to two something. You know, you never know what somebody might pay depending on the kind of features that they may have. But when you really think about how much these phones cost and what we actually use them for, it may even sound foolish to even spend that much money or to be running around here with these high-end phones. But each phone that you carry is a whole computer. So whereas 15, 20 years ago and before, we were running around here, you know, with laptops and desktops. And not that they aren't available anymore because people still use them. I still use my laptop. I still use desktops. I still like them. But you can do the exact same thing with your telephone, with your cell phone, as you can with any computer. If you know how to do it, and if you care to even try to use it the right way. And you would think that for that much money, you would go ahead and learn how to use your phone to the fullest extent of what it was purchased for. But most people just use their phone for whatever they need it for. Sometimes it's just for calls, sometimes it's just for text, sometimes it's just for the camera. Other times it's like for, detective work and tracking device and stuff like that. And it seems like the people who use their phone, to keep up with people, to find out the locations where people are and things like that, you would think that they know how to use their phone in the fullest in its fullest capability. And that's not always true. People learn how to use whatever they buy for whatever purposes that they have. Just like, I don't know if you've ever known anybody that used to buy albums, tapes, and CDs and would only listen to whatever songs that they knew that came on the radio. So they may not have even known that there were these other great songs or good songs that were on the album, tape, or CD, because they bought the whole CD and they just went right to the songs that they knew and played those songs, and they never even explored around the album to see if there were any other good songs. Some of those people actually didn't discover that they had other good songs on those albums, tapes, and CDs until they heard those other songs on the radio. And they were like, yo, that song is on the album too? Like, yeah, you bought the album 6 months ago. You didn't know that? No, I didn't know that song. I never listened to that song. Yeah. It's the same thing with the cell phone. You may have gotten it for whatever purposes you needed it for, but you may not have ever used it for anything else. So we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to talk about that. Now, I'm not going to teach y'all how to use your cell phone because I'm not like a guru, but I do know how to use the phone. I do. I know how to use the phone for what it's worth. So let's talk about it tonight. What's going on, y'all? Let me shout out the people that are in the chat coming through. I appreciate you all. John Smith talking about some LL Cool J looking. Nikki Thomas says LL Cool J. Okay, so I'm looking like LL today. All right, I'll take it. But you will never see. Let me not say never, but I doubt that you will ever see LL Cool J with any gray hair on his face. He's 2 years older than me. I'm 53. He is a whole 55 years old. And, well, he's actually 56 now because he was born in 68. So he's pushing 60, but he makes sure that he keeps all of the hair off of his face. And I don't know if that's to appear younger so he can get younger roles or whatever the case is. But people used to say that I look like LL Cool J all the time back in the 90s. Not the 80s. A little bit of the 2000s, but definitely, yeah. In the 90s and the 2000s. After he's got rid of all his mustache, beard, and all that kind of stuff. No more LL Cool J for me. Well, except for today. All right. Fihar Ali Maulana. What's going on? And Hazma, thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Sincere Inc. He says, I need love face. So that's what we doing tonight. All right, fuck it. All right, I'm with it. Brian Moore says, hey man, have you ever, oh God, no, not doing it. Not doing it. Natasha Younger, what's going on? Thanks for coming through. All right. CJ Johnson says, how old is you, boy? How old is you? You go first. But LL rocks the bells. Oh my God. Oh, LL Gray J. Yo, Crispy Bacon. Thanks for coming through. I like that. LL Gray J. You know what? I'll take that. I'm back. Yeah, I'll take it. And Shomes Lock says, you look like LL. He never worked out. You never, wait a minute. You look like LL. I guess you mean if he never worked out and fell down some stairs. Eat a dick. All right, CJ Johnson says, I'm 53, son. All right, cool. I'm 53 too. But you might just be saying you're 53. I'm 53 for real. Like, I'll be 54 this year. So, Bacon, you subbed. I appreciate that. I appreciate that mucho. Let me give you a... Much appreciation for the sub. Much appreciation for the sub. Much, 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 much appreciation for the sub. I dig it too, sub. As you can imagine, my neighbors hate me, but it's okay. Shalom Slug says, that wasn't nice. He wasn't nice either. Listen, let me tell y'all something about this channel, in case you don't know. First of all, there is no censorship. I don't care what y'all say, as long as y'all don't fuck up the board and stop people from being able to chat. You know, as long as you don't suck up all the energy in the room, you can say whatever you want to say. I don't care if you hurl insults. I don't care if you talk shit. Long as you, I'm not even going to say you have to be respectful, but what you do have to do is you have to be at least respectful of other people's ability to be able to write. But here's the little catch. If you come at me, I'm coming back at you. And I recognize that I have the mic and the camera. You don't have that. I can't even see what you look like. So the way that I handle people that can see me, but I can't see them, is I have to go by exactly what you write. And I will fuck you up. I will. So I don't mind. I don't mind you coming at my neck. My skin is thick. I'm not going to cry, get rattled, get pissed off at you. None of that. But I clap back. Bow, 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 bow. I clap back and I clap hard. All right. We've been on the show over 12 minutes. I haven't put my clothes on. I'm over here naked. Let me put my shit on. Boom. Put my clothes on here. And I got something for y'all. You get to get dressed too. So, you ready? Hey, put your neck out. Put your neck out. Put your neck out. There you go. Ah. Oh, shit, yeah. Y'all looking good. I don't see what color shirts y'all have on, but you looking good over here. You looking good. Nice. Hold on. Let me finish tightening you up here. There you go. Hold on. Let me take a little picture. Let me take a little picture, y'all, so you can see yourselves. Slow down. Slow down. Hold on. All right, there you go. You're looking good tonight. Look at you. All right. Here we go. That's you. Huh? You look nice. You see your necklace looking good. Looking good. All right. We saying something. Not here for no front and just to say a little something. All right. Okay. You said that bacon is limp. I know, right? All right. CJ Johnson says, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Okay. Shall not be infringed. All right. Watch that one word per line shit. Because that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, don't fuck my chat up. Don't fuck my chat up and everything will be all right. I swear everything will be all right. Let's see. F of Belize? So you a Crip or a Blood? Get the fuck out of here. Get that gang bullshit out of here. Division X is blood brotherly love over our destruction. No blood. That's what's up. Supersonic DJ. What up, y'all? All right. So how well do y'all know how to use your phones? Seriously, how well do you know how to use your phone? Like, do you know how to fully make your phone fully functional? Like some people have phones and they may be on social media and they don't even know how to copy and paste. It's a simple thing. It really is. And actually it's a lot easier on an Android than it is on an iPhone. As a matter of fact, let's do this. How many people are iPhone users and how many people are Android users? I'm an Android user. I don't fuck with Apple. I don't fuck with Apple at all. No iMac, no iPhone, no nothing. I do have to use an iPhone for work. This is my work phone, little iPhone 13 piece of shit. Let me see. CJ Johnson says, do you know your phone can still work without a battery? Yeah. You know why? Do you know why it can work without a battery? Because they want to be able to track you no matter what. Yeah. That's why they made it. Remember, on the older phones, before I would say about somewhere between 5 and 7 years ago, you could still open your phone. Now they claim that they sealed your phone so that it's more water resistant, but that's not why. They sealed your phone so you won't be able to take the battery out. It still uses the same kind of battery that you used to be able to exchange when you had your phone for a good while and the battery would stop charging or holding a charge as long. It still uses the same kind of battery, but they don't want you to be able to take your battery out because then they wouldn't be able to track you by pinging those towers. So they make it so even when your phone is off, in some situations, they can still tell where you are because your internet is, even if you don't have internet service, still pinging off those towers. So your cell phone is a modern day tracking device. It's a GPS for the legal system, for the boys in blue, for your wife, for anybody who really wants to know where you are. So it's not a good look that it can work without a battery. It's not a good look that it can work when you turn your phone off. It's not a good look even when you put your phone on airplane mode. Trust me, they don't give a fuck about airplane mode. It's airplane mode for you and regular people who are calling you. For the law, there's no airplane mode. He was here, and then he was there, and the crime took place there. And guess what? His phone was pinging off the towers there. It's all a conspiracy, though. Even the money that we use has those strips in it. So they can tell how much money you have in your pocket. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on camera. But the strip, damn, I can't see it. There's a strip inside of every dollar now. And they have a scanner where they can scan, and each bill has a value on the scanner, so they can tell how much money you have in your pocket. Yeah. So if you think that you're getting over or flying under the radar by carrying cash, nope. So they know how much money you have in your bank account, and they know how much money you have in your pocket. But not if you have the old money. So any old bills that you have, bills like before the year 2000, keep them. The old money is the good money. That's why they washed it and got rid of. That's why they want to get rid of all the old bills, because they can't track it. You have 1,500. All right, cool. All right. Okay. All right. Let's see. CJ Johnson says there's a small transistor, or you meant capacitor, in there to power for emergency situations. There certainly is. All right, we got Android users here. Natasha, Johnny, Supersonic DJ. All right, cool. Crispy Bacon says I use a payphone. No, you don't. Okay. All right. Mr. Booty 007. Rit says real. What the fuck? Y'all be wildin', man. All right. Goro Majima says, "Hey yo, Mike Tyson." Now I was LL Cool. If you scroll up, I'm LL Cool J. Now I'm Mike Tyson. All right, cool. Big Andy says, "Hey man, what's up? What's up with you, Big Andy? Thanks for coming through." And On the Hunt says, "You ever waffle stomp?" I don't know what that is, and I'm not even sure if I want to know. Natasha says, "Can somebody teach me how to use an iPhone? I was dumped because my bubbles turned blue. You know the funny thing about an iPhone is all Apple products were designed for ease of use. So using an iPhone is actually way easier than an Android, but it's mainly because iPhones don't have as many features as Androids does. Of course, iPhone users don't know that. They think that they have the best phone, the most updated phone, the most futuristic phone, and they really don't. Most of the features that iPhone has are features that Androids have had 2 series ago. And I'm just being real. There were so many things that iPhone has not caught up to. And it is what it is. But it doesn't really matter if you don't know how to use your phone to the best of its ability. You know, like how many of y'all know how to print a document from your phone? Because a lot of people don't. Really, a lot of people don't. Now, older, like senior citizens and older cats like me, we get indicted and cited for not being able to use our phones. But I know how to use my phone. I do. I know how to use my phone. You know, you know how I learned how to use a lot of things on my phone. I went right on YouTube and went to whatever phone I had, special features or hidden features of the phone, and it'll a video will come up. Any phone you have, it'll show you little tips and tricks. That's what it is, tips and tricks of whatever phone you have, and it'll show you how to do certain things with your phone if you give a shit. Most people really just use their phone for whatever they need it for. So if you're a jealous girlfriend, you're going to use your phone, especially if you have an iPhone, to track your boyfriend. Send me your location. That's the whole iPhone thing. Send me your location. Send me your location. Send me your location. Many people have said, and I want to see if y'all agree with this. They say iPhones are for henpecked husbands. Because your wife or your girlfriend can find you. They can. They can find you if you got an iPhone. Even if you just have iPhone products like what's that earbud shit they have? What do they call it? Not iBuds. iPods. No. Earpods, right? That's what they call earpods. Yeah, the earpods. Even the earpods are traceable. So some people, like, fellas, watch your girls. Watch your girls. Watch your women. She will throw her earpods under the seat of your car and go to her phone and just track to see where those earpods have gone. So while you talking about something, oh yeah, I was at the pool hall with the fellas, making money. She like, oh yeah? Well, it says here that you were in Groundview Estates. They have a pool hall at Groundview Estates? Because Groundview Estates is an apartment complex. And you like, oh shit. So yeah, you iPhone users, but I know I'm not telling iPhone users anything new. Now, you might know how to get your man's or your woman's location. You might be able to track them all over the world, but you might not know how to, I don't know, answer the other line without clicking off the person you were talking to. Yeah, simple shit. Now that's a senior thing. They on the phone, another person calls, they click over to the other line, and they don't know how to click back. Some people, like my mom. Now my mom is 83. So I'm going to give her a pass. She barely knows how to hang up the phone. Swear to God, she usually just wait for me to hang up. Cause she be like, this is her motion. No swipe. No swipe motion. Her shit is straight. I don't know what's wrong with this phone. She be butt dialing me, pocket dialing me, talking about something. Oh, I didn't call you. The phone just called you. You know those. You know these phones just call whoever they want. I be like, Mom, they don't do that. She be like, Yes, they do. Your phone called me. Cause she looking at her phone log, and she forgot that she called me. So it looks like I called her. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's all good though. Let me see. Hold on. Y'all talking now. All right. All right. On the hunt says, okay, nah, I ain't gonna read that. Natasha says, can somebody, okay, well, I already read that. Shane Fit Workout. What's going on, Shane? And Ozzy Kaler says, were you streaming outside 2 nights ago? I was. I definitely was. Because my internet there was an outage in my internet the other day, Monday night. I was outside the whole time. And Freddie G, what up? When the hunt says, you a real ball twister. Funny, man. I don't know. Got nothing. All right, Zenith says, yo, what's up? It's my first time here. Hope you're having a good night. I hope you're having a good night, too. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope you feel like a real man should also. What up? And Crispy Bacon says, you know the printer since the 1990s always have. Okay. The date you machine, wait. The date you machine, it is an ID number hidden under the yellow ink. That's why they won't let you run out of color. Run out of color ink. Interesting. Okay. The Happy Gun says, wait a minute. I ain't reading that. Okay. Zena says, I got an iPhone SE, about 8 years old. It runs good. I'ma have to replace mine pretty soon. Well, that's the thing. That's the one really good thing about iPhone, about Apple. Whether you have an iPhone 7 or 15, it's the same operating system. They just keep upgrading the operating system. System. Android doesn't do that. You know, like when you have Android, like when you get a new phone, I think all right, this is a Samsung S24 Ultra. So I think this has Android 14 or 15 or some shit like that. Anything probably up to about four, maybe 4 or 5 years back, they might upgrade it to the newest operating system, but before other than that they won't. So that's the good thing about Apple products. Whether you have the newest one or a really old one, you still use the same operating system. Now, I'm wondering how long they're going to be able to do that because, and I'm sorry, y'all, the reason I keep playing around my nose is because my damn allergies are driving me crazy. Ugh. And it is what it is. But yeah, so they keep you updated with the same operating system. I'm wondering how long they're going to be able to keep doing that because, you know, as they move into this AI technology thing, will the older phones have the same capability? Because at some point you have to upgrade farther than where you are. All right. Gina says, I'm a tech nerd, so I know pretty much anything related to tech. That's what's up. That's good shit. Natasha says, have you ever been tracked? If you're talking to me, hell no. Because why? Why haven't I been tracked? Because I won't use an iPhone. The real reason I won't use or the real reason I don't buy Apple products is because they make you pay for every fucking thing that you get. They do. Now, Android, unfortunately, Samsung, they follow suit with Apple. Before, remember the memory card? Remember the headphone jack? That was the beauty of having an Android phone. You didn't have to pay for memory. You could upgrade your memory. So even if your phone only came with like 64 gigs of memory, 128 gigs of memory, whatever, you could upgrade it all the way up to a terabyte. Now you can't. Why? Because they sealed the phones. So you can't replace your battery. So when your phone gets old and it won't hold a charge, now you got to go out and buy a new phone instead of a new battery. So it's all marketing, it's all money related and all that kind of stuff. Well, all right. Supersonic DJ says California Mentoda 800 gracias. Okay, Mentoda. California Mentoda 800 gracias. Stay it. I don't know what that means. I got nothing. AirPods, okay. Scrooge McDuck, okay. All right, Zena says, I honestly prefer Samsung over iPhone. I just have had this iPhone for so long and haven't had much problems with it, but when the time comes, I'll get a Samsung. That's cool. They say Samsung just passed iPhone as the #1 phone maker or whatever. I mean, either way, that doesn't put any money in my pocket, so I don't really give a shit. What I give a shit about is features and cost. Money and value. That's what I care about. Goro Majima says, bro, I want to fight you someday. Will you agree? Maybe. Make me mad first. Because other than, if we're not mad at each other, it's not fighting, it's boxing. Let me see. Scrooge McDuck says, Samsung traceable, just the same though, unfortunately. Yes, but it's a different way of doing it. Like you can track a Samsung or any the Android, but they have the other person has to agree to it. Like what iPhone is, you could track them with your own shit. With Samsung, it ain't as sweet. It ain't as sweet. You know? Of course, if you like a tech like you're gonna know how to do a whole lot of things that the general public isn't gonna know how to do. There was a time iPhones couldn't even open up different windows in the damn phone. Shit was kind of crazy. And I still don't like the way, like, I don't like, all right, for example, I don't like this non-fluid motion. Like, why am I still dealing with arrows instead of a swiping motion in everything that I do? Like, yeah, the home menu, it's all swipe, but once you go into apps, oh God, come on, give me a fucking break. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Why can't I swipe this way? Why can't I just swipe to go to the next page? Well, like, I don't understand that. So with a Samsung, well, you know what? This is an old LG. I'll do this one. But when you go into an app, if you wanna return, you can just, you can swipe that way. You know what I mean? And you can close out. iPhone, I'm like, you need to fix this shit. Like, y'all can do better than that. I'm like, all the money y'all be charging for this shit. You know what I mean? Fix that. Fix that. Okay. Screw says, bro is fresh as fuck. That's what's up. For real, always dressed like a G. I appreciate that, dog. Scrooge McDuck says, looking like a pharaoh. That's what's up, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. Crispy Bacon says, if you're talking to somebody on the phone, make it a third party call and call the same person you're talking to. That's how you confuse somebody. Yo, that's crazy as shit. Freddie G says, did you know if you put the bottom of your phone on your belly and record a video, the mic will pick up your stomach noises? I mean, we really shouldn't be surprised about that. And Hamza says, are you a pirate? Drunk transsexual Vince Neal says, hey, all right. Supersonic DJ says, can you sub? Yeah, can y'all sub? I'd appreciate it. Please hit the like button. We only got 3 likes. Come on, I thought we was having a nice time here. You know, we talking about phones. We comparing iPhone to Android, Samsung to iPhone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't get another 4. Some of y'all that's talking to me directly must not have pushed the like button. Like, well, I can't get a couple. You know what? Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? TR48. Oh, I think he's calling me a monkey. Okay. Well, you know, gotta have them. Where would we be in this country without some good old-fashioned racism? And just for the record, I don't even consider that to be racist. It might be a racial epithet. But in order to be a full-fledged racist, or for it to be racism, you actually have to make something happen. You got to do something. Like, if he can stop me from doing this show because I'm black, then that would be racism. You know? If he could prevent me from making money because of my race, my color, my culture, that would be racism. Just yelling out certain things, or, you know, or suggesting that, you know, I look like a monkey or something like that. I mean, that ain't really going to do it. And I'm not even going to call you a racist for that. I'll just say, like, it's a racial epithet or a derogatory, you know, statement. But I'm not ready to exercise my civil rights over that shit. You ain't hurt nothing. I probably have a lot more going on for myself than you. I can't prove that, but I can't prove you can't prove that to me, that you have more than me either. But I do know one thing. I know one thing that gives me an advantage. I am here, and so are you, and you're here to see me. So whether you call me a monkey or tar baby or even a nigga with the ER, like, that shit ain't gonna help me. I mean, hurt me. It ain't gonna hurt me at all. So I say have at it. But don't offend other people who don't like that shit. Because that's where I draw the line. It ain't about me. Okay. Chrissy Baker says they have been waterproof phones in the past with earphones, and you could change the battery. Yeah. That's what I want. I want that back. You know what I mean? I want that back. You know, they used to just exercise some rubber. Natasha Younger says an iPhone will let your caller know that you're on the other line. Even that is a privacy breach. Oh, no. Androids do that too. And they've been doing it. Yeah, they do. As a matter of fact, if you have the phone service Verizon, now this is back in the day. Now it just straight says it on the phone. You know, it'll say call waiting when you make the call. But if you're not looking, you won't see that. But on Verizon, if they're on the other line, it makes this funny sound. You know, this like click, click, or some shit like that. When you no, when you dial it, it makes a funny sound before it rings, and that's how you know they're on the other line. Okay, but yeah, all phones do that. Skeleton. Wait a minute. Skell. Oh, wait. Ski let the doctor for? I don't know. What's going on? Thanks for coming through. LGBT are bad. Wow. LGBT are bad. I like that name. Cool. All right. Hudson Colt, are you a Muslim? We can talk about it later. All right. Jake Archer says, are we performing I don't know what that says or means or give a fuck. Nick Games, thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. Freddie G says, you should try it. What should I try? I might have missed something. And Christoph says, greetings from Poland. Damn, from Poland? That's what's up. Good looking. All right. So how well do you know how to use your phone, man? I mean, what tricks, tips, what do you know what to do, how to use your phone? Now, like I was saying earlier, every phone that you have, every phone that's out now, all smartphones have the full capabilities as a computer or a laptop. But you may know how to use a laptop in a desktop, but you may not know how to use your phone in the same way. You may be uncomfortable. Maybe, you know what? Some people don't even know how to pay their bills with their phone. They don't know how to do it. But some of those people are the same people who don't know how to pay their bills online on a desktop or a laptop. There's still people who still mail in their bills with a check, or pay the bills in person. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Not that there's anything wrong with that. But all of these things you can do right with your phone. Whether you use an application or whether you have to go online. And even if you go online on your phone, let's say you use one of the browsers, the browser is an app. It's an app browser. So, and if you have a modern, updated laptop or desktop, you'll notice that they use apps just like your phone. So where your phone used to imitate your computer, now your computer is more like your phone. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Who among us had that whack ass Microsoft phone, about, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago? Remember Microsoft had a smartphone. You could barely get any apps on that shit. That shit was ass. Did anybody have the Microsoft phone? Windows phone. That's what it was called. The Windows phone. Did anybody have the Windows phone? That was a bad phone. They got rid of that shit. It had to go. That shit was terrible. Because it was Microsoft, they couldn't get contracts with certain apps. And those were the popular apps that people really wanted on their phones. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they had to get them up out of there. Like, I remember for a long time you couldn't get Instagram on a Windows phone. Like Instagram. I mean Instagram. Same thing with the with Amazon and Fire Phone. Like, I still don't like. And the crazy thing about Amazon and Amazon products, like the Fire Stick or the Fire tablets or whatever, they run on the Android platform, but they still block out certain apps. Now I'm sure they've upgraded it now where you can get way more apps than you used to be able to get before. But just like iPhone, they don't update at the same time that the rest of the phones on the Android platform or operating system update. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah. No stranger to danger says Google makes good phones, good smartphones. They do. They do. And the thing about a Google phone is that every they will update that phone forever, sort of like an iPhone, because Google is Android. Android is on the Google platform, so it's like having Google is the iPhone of Android or the Apple of Android. Yeah, Google is the Apple of Android. Okay. Son of Soweto, what up, my G? Thanks for coming through. You said greetings from your cousin from your other uncle. I dig it. I'm with that. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. The game says I use pigeons. I'm old school. Wow. Crazy Warp says I think the Windows Phone was a good concept, but yeah, the app thing was that pretty much yo. Yo, my man, he had a Windows phone. I was like, yo, it looked pretty. The apps that were on it were big. I was like, yo, this is pretty cool. Windows phone. Ass. Total ass. Total ass. Just like just like on your PC, you have to go to the same Windows store and you can't get certain even though your computer is supposed to mimic phones, you can't get certain apps on, from the Windows store. So it's like, what's the point? And I'm like, y'all haven't fixed that shit yet? Y'all haven't gotten that together? Like, come on, Microsoft. You're Microsoft. You're supposed to be bullying everybody. You know what I mean? Like, y'all got Steve Jobs out of here. Just a rumor. All right. No stranger to danger says made in China. Yep, all of them. Bat Wayne, what up, my man? Thanks for coming through. The game says Motorola is the best. You think so? What's the top Motorola phone? Let me see. Let us see. What is the flagship Motorola phone? Let's see. Motorola Edge Plus. Well, the price is right on Motorola phones, that's for sure. Um, $799, brand new. And back in the day, Motorola was the shit. But so was Nokia. So was what was that phone? What was that cell phone brand that started with the H? Started with H. They had pretty good phones too. Then they fell off. Then when the real Chinese phones started coming in, what was that? Huawei, whatever. They was trying to make some noise, but that shit was just cheap. Johnny says, did you know in Sweden they have a microchip in their arm to pay for things? Phones are pretty much the same thing. I don't know why anybody would let them do that. Why would you let somebody implant anything in your body? Why would you do that? I tell you, I'm like, there's no amount of money that would make me do no shit like that. Like, man, you're not doing that shit. Turn me into a fucking puppet or some shit. I don't know. I would not do that. John Smith says, In my country, we eat cats. Okay. In my country, we eat them too. We just think it's chicken. Bone Chaser says opinion on sundials. Sundials? You mean the way the sundials, the ancient sundials before they had watches and timepieces? Is that what you mean? Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. Hmm, I don't know. Luke B says that beard is hyper trimmed. Actually, tomorrow is shave day. Maybe from here it looks lined up well, but up close I'm a little scruffy. It's time to yeah, and my head is not as smooth today. Paul Robinson says, hi, what's up? Batwing says, what should I do if we have tests and I haven't studied anything? Woo! You have to cram. I made that. That's how I made it through college. I hardly ever really. I had bad study skills, man. You gotta develop study skills. It would make your life so much easier in school. But if you don't, then you gotta stay up all night and cram that material in. But it would be helpful to get with somebody who has actually gone to class, so you'll know what to cram, because you could study all the wrong material and you're smart in the wrong way. It happens. Ask me how I know. Yeah, man. If you know you have an exam coming up, and you should be, this should be like finals week, shouldn't it? What school you go to? What school you go to? Bone Chaser says favorite food. My favorite food? What would I say my favorite food is? Honestly, I like fried chicken. I do. I like fried chicken. I mean, sue me, but I do. I need to stop it. You know what I mean? The cholesterol thing and all of that, but I do. I like some fried chicken. When it's really right, that shit is good. Okay, Paul Robinson says, I love you in a friend way. Cool. That seems like the best way. Dwayne Wilson, wave check. What's wave check? Luke B says, thoughts on thoughts. Ha! Y'all crazy as shit. What the hell? I don't know. Yo. Marshall Bell says, all right now. I love your C? Was just curious. Are we on life? What is C? Is that like yes in Spanish? I love your yes? I don't know. All right, Batwayne. Go to school. CHOLL. Gotta go to school and beat that bell. Oh my God, my damn allergies are killing me. Killing me. It feels like I sniffed a mosquito. That's what it feels like. It feels like I sniffed a mosquito. Here we are. This is the Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752, aka Omar, with the and we are talking about, do you know how to use your cell phone? Do you really know how to use it? Is it good? I mean, some people, just to keep it real, some people don't give a shit about nothing on their cell phone except for apps and texting. Many people don't even talk on the phone. Like, nah, I just text and apps. Text and apps. Got my Instagram and I text. Got my Instagram and I text. Got my Twitter and text. Got my Facebook and I text. All the other applications I don't really care. Watch a little Netflix and just sit back and kick it with my little shorty. Yeah, get a little naughty, pull down the panties. Yeah, and she hand me a beer, and after I nut, she starts to cheer. I be like, yeah, and we here just rocking it out. What we talking about tonight? We rocking it about that cell phone that you own, plays like 1,000, a whole stack, a band, and you act like you don't know how to use none of that, no features. You need somebody to really come along and teach you how to use that thing. Use a king or a queen, and you stepping on the scene. You got the latest iPhone, got the latest Samsung, paid 1,500. What the hell's going on, honey? Yeah, but that's your prerogative. If you got the dough, you know how it go. You got your flow. I am the one who knows how to save a couple of dollars. I'm waiting for the next year, then I holler. I swear, this is the first time I bought a phone the same year that it came out. The Samsung 24. I've never done that before. Normally I wait until the next year and then I buy the phone just before it comes out. I mean, I buy the phone from the previous year just before the next year is about to come out. But this year I stepped out on faith. You know, they was giving out discounts. If it was if it was for the full amount, I wasn't doing it. And I had to trade on the phone. I had to trade a phone in. So it would have been more. I almost forgot about that. Okay. I wow. Marshall Bell says sometimes I thought we was on pre-recorded. We're live. I listen to your show all the time. You do? That's what's up. Yo, I never record any. The only thing I pre-record are shorts, you know, little real videos. Other than that, we live, man. We're live. We always are live. That's my thing. Because I want to talk to y'all. We talk, you know, we go back and forth. We have an exchange. We can bust it up. Bone Chaser says, best streamer on YouTube. Man, you mean that? You trying to make my head bigger than it is? It'll be bigger. It'll be bigger than my side over here. You keep it up, but I appreciate you saying that. Even if you gas me, I appreciate it. Natasha Younger says, "That's me. I don't care about anything on my phone except answering it and taking an occasional picture." Wow. Oh, yep. Apps, text, and the camera. You know, because you females, not talking about you, Natasha, but you know that selfie shit, posting all day, posting all day, posting all day, posting all day. I got 9 selfies that I posted all day. Sometimes I got the clothes on, sometimes they off, sometimes I'm hard, sometimes I'm soft. Yo, man, it's crazy. Shout out to all these goddamn BBWs and the men that keep telling them that they cute. It's all good, man. It's all good. Okay. Okay. No Cow Aggie says you got more beads than a farmer's market. Farmers markets had beads? Do they? I've been to a lot of farmers markets. I've never saw beads there before. I've never seen beads. Do you mean beans? Do you mean beans? Well, the beads that I wear are made of cow bone. So I'll let y'all see it up close. So there's no wood here. These are not made of wood. You see how they kind of shiny? You see? Those are cow bones. The cow bones. The cow bones. So no wood. This is not the cheap shit. This is the good shit. You know what I mean? You know. Now, I have other beads. Well, these aren't even really beads. But this is Tibetan Buddhism. This is, you know, this is what started it all. I was wearing this. And somebody saw me with this, and they was like, yo, I could make you that in any design. I said, what? You could do what? So I told her what I wanted. She put me on. I was like, okay. All right. Then it got better from there. All right. Wait a minute. Hold on. Natasha says, I don't even carry it around. Someone told me the other day that I don't like to stay in touch. They were right. Wow. Sana Soweto says, have you ever heard of data capitalism? No, 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 not exactly. No. What is data capitalism? Wait a minute. Is it like the way that they keep charging you even when you have like Wi-Fi service or like internet service? Because a lot of cable companies are only, I mean, a lot of cable companies people are getting away from because you know it's expensive, so they can just get the apps that have the shows on there that they want. So is that like data capitalism? So they're charging. So everything used to be, data used to be unlimited. Now it's not always unlimited. Put a cap on that shit. And the speed of the data. You know what I mean? Up to 1,000 megabits per second. I don't. Let me know what data capitalism is. Now I'm curious. Dingleberry says, what does your channel consist of? What kind of content? I just scrolled on to you. Well, on this channel, we basically talk about the human experience. So tonight we're talking about knowing how to use your cell phone and how some people know how to use their cell phone and some people don't. But we normally talk about life stuff, friendship, love, family, children, education, jobs, recreation, pain, pleasure, sex, the money, exercise, health related concerns. What we don't talk about here is we don't gossip. I don't cover current events. We talk about politics sometimes, but not in a way of not in a way like I don't want a political channel. And I'm very pro-black. I'm very, very pro-black. But this is not. I didn't want to run a channel like that. I'm not Umar Johnson. I'm Sun 752. But that's what we talk about. We talk about the human experience. So the best way to term a channel like that, like this, is basically this is sort of like psychology, some type of therapy or something like that, because we just express ourselves and try to dig deeper and find ourselves and try to figure out why we think the way we do the things that we do, and how come our outcomes turn out the way that they do. So I hope I explained that to you in as much detail and accuracy as possible. But like, what did we talk about last night? Last night we talked about shit just that fast. Okay. We talk about the product of missing too many Christmases and birthdays. So we were talking about your reliability. How reliable are you? Do you show up with people when people need you to show up? Do you do the things that you say you're going to do? Do you keep your word? If somebody invites you to something or asks you to meet them somewhere, do you do it when you say that you would do it? So that's what we talked about last night. So like I said, we talk about the human experience. We ain't, we're not like causing tidal waves or earthquakes with our topics, but we talk about this shit that's relevant. At least I think it is. All right. Justin says, calm down, Mahatma Jackson. I got nothing for that. Chuck Norris. That's dope. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. NorCal Aggie says, all them hippies at a farmer's market. Yeah. Appreciate you, NorCal Aggie. He says, and Red Hulk, Green Hulk says, that's the most defined beard line I've ever seen. I'm telling y'all, this shit not really right. I gotta get up close so y'all can see. Like, you know what I mean? Like, wait till tomorrow. Wait till tomorrow. I'll show you a line. That thing gonna be straight. Straight. But I gotta shave my shit every other day. So I don't really have a long time to get scruffy. You know, like I ain't about that life. You ain't gonna really see me woofing out here. Anne says, "What do I do with depression even after help?" Well, if you're serious, I would say change your diet and get more exercise because you will increase the endorphins in your pituitary gland, and that's the feel good hormone. And the things that you eat can have an adverse effect on your mental capabilities and also your emotional capacities or your emotional reactions. Oh, goodness gracious, these damn allergies. So yeah, if you're serious, and actually, to be honest with you, I hope that you're not, because I would hate to see anybody suffer from depression. Speaking of depression, man, I'm going to share something with y'all that I was kind of keeping under my hood. But today was a rough day for me. Real shit. Today was a rough day for me. I lost my best friend today. My best friend passed away. My man Earth, his real name was Lawrence Sakel. And he's been my best friend since, well, I met him in 1989. We became best friends in 1991. That was my road dog. And he passed May 15th. Um, so when you start talking about something like depression, real shit. Losing somebody that you really care about, somebody that you really love, somebody like he was a brother to me. No way around it. And it hadn't really kicked in. It hadn't really kicked in that he's gone because he didn't die suddenly. He was sick, and he was sick for a long time. And I knew last year that we would be dealing with this year because he had 6 months to a year to live. And damn if he didn't make it to the 12th month. But there was no way that he was going to make it any farther than that, unfortunately. But he passed, and I miss him. I miss him already. But I did have a chance to see him in his last days, and I got a chance to tell him how I felt about him, to say goodbye, and to sort of have some, I guess you could call, closure. So I'm not a person that's prone to depression or really getting down on myself or about life or anything, but I get it. But I do exercise on a regular basis, and I drink the good shit, and I try to eat. I use supplements, shit like this, organic oregano oil, shit like that. You see that? Organic oregano oil. This is the kind of shit that builds up your immune system. This got really popular around the time when COVID came out in 2020. So you gotta take care of yourself. The best way to stave off depression, and you said even after therapy. Let me tell y'all something about therapy. Remember that your psychologist is not a psychic. He or she is a psychologist. He can't or she can't tell you how you're feeling or even how you're supposed to feel. The way it works is that you express yourself. You say what's going on with you. You tell them how you're thinking. Whether it's from the past, whether it's from the present, whatever it is. If you don't share during a therapy session, then you need not go to therapy. And a lot of people do that. They'll go to therapy, maybe against their own will, and they'll say, all right, well, since you're the psychologist, tell me what I need to do. It doesn't work that way. You need to express how you feel, like when you're afraid, when you're confident, when you're insecure. Um, certain events that have happened in your life, whether you've gotten past them, gotten over them, or not. So your brain doesn't have the ability to forget what has happened to you, whether it's a good thing or whether it's a trauma. So a lot of times you relive those traumas over and over again, like a soldier coming back from war, inflicted with PTSD. So shit. A minute, an hour, and we gotta get up out of here. But listen, I don't know. The word depression is a trigger for me, and I wanted to shout my man out, my man Lawrence Sakel, aka Earth. That's who he was known as on this show. And um, Monday when we did the show, I had everybody say a prayer for my man because he needed him. Like hopefully, I was hoping that that would get him through, but his time had come. And but really, you could still pray for him because like in the Islamic faith, they pray after the death also because they say that helps, kind of campaign to get you in heaven. So whether you're Christian, whether you're Muslim, because I know Catholics do the same thing. So, what I mean? Sometimes you need a little help. You know what I'm saying? You know, see if you can get in with God. But yeah, I'm really gonna miss my man. So as far as this depression thing go, you never know. I might be good today and then tomorrow realize like, yo, I was looking at my man's text message. I was looking at his text messages and I was like, wait a minute. How you look at somebody's last text message to you, you be like, damn, it ain't gonna be no more. I can still text his phone, but he's never gonna be on the other end of that shit. All right, let's go. Damn, CJ Johnson said Latinos for Trump. What the fuck is up with that? All right. Son of Soweto says data capitalism, like capitalism itself, reinforces dynamics of power and profits. More power creates more profits, and more profits create more power. Okay. Dingleberry says, I like your attitude and vibe. I just hit the sub button. Man, good looking. Good looking. Yo, hold up. I know we overtime, but I I I appreciate the sub. I appreciate the sub. I I appreciate the sub. As far as I'm concerned, that's a lot of love. I appreciate the sub. I appreciate the sub. I appreciate the sub as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, you're showing a lot of love when you come through your sub and you hit the like and I appreciate that shit. Gives me a spike. Hopefully it gets me into the algorithm and we do this shit and we hard hit them. But since you're subbing and coming through, I appreciate everything you do. And we will be here every night at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and it won't be no crime. We settle down and sometimes we get hype and do the things that you want to see and what you like. Yo, we talking that shit over here. I don't know what they doing over there, but I don't really care when you come through the daily go get 'emism. I mean, we're gonna do that shit even if you're smoking the ism. Don't use them blunts because that's the nicotine and I don't want you to be unhealthy, you know what I mean? Alright, y'all, appreciate that shit. I'll read these last comments. We're gonna do these birthday shout outs and then we're gonna get on up out of here. All right. Toto Payne Diaz says we ignore fashion tips. Okay, good. Hold up. Choda Nipra says you are gutsy. Okay, cool. Mud Dogs 71 says what's good, LL? Man, y'all be wailing. Toto Payne Diaz says follow your word. Too easy. CJ Johnson says grow a handlebar mustache. Oh, hell no. Natasha says, have you ever read The Four Agreements? I think you would like it. Sounds good. Is that a book? or just some other kind of publication. Mud Dog 71 says depression happens when you have too much time on your hands. Stay busy, keep grinding, find hobbies. That's not exactly how it works. It's a chemical imbalance. You can stay busy as you want. That chemical imbalance, yeah, yeah, hormonal energy, baby. The Rain Man 89 says, "I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, everything gonna be all right. It is. It's the cycle of life, and you know we hate the cycle of life. The cycle of life takes people out that are younger instead of older. The cycle of life has mothers and fathers grieving over sons and daughters because they passed before them. Older people are supposed to die before the younger people, but the cycle of life doesn't give a fuck. When it's your time, it's your time. But it's a lesson in the blessing. It is. There's a lesson in every blessing, and there's a blessing in every lesson. So sometimes, you know, when somebody passes away, we are left here to figure out how we can stay here as long as possible. And if you really gain perspective into what happens or why people pass, you may not figure out exactly the answer, but you may figure out some clues as to what's going on and how you can take more preventative measures to hang around and increase your quality of life. Most importantly, don't just be here in the best way. All right. Yo, man, thanks, y'all. Appreciate it. All right. No, he didn't have cancer. He had a heart condition. Really, really bad. And no problem, Ann. I'm glad you weren't just fucking around with that. Because that whole soliloquy, you know what I mean? I don't like to waste my breath. My dog says, I'm really sorry for your loss. We're all heading in the same direction. I hope there's something after this. I hope we all see each other at the end of the line. Me too. And you know, because when you lose your best friend, I mean, he was literally my best friend. Literally, like, you know, I'm not one of those people who throws that kind of title around. He was literally my best friend. It's like yo, like my homie is yo, that's it. Are you anti-vax? Yeah, fuck that vaccination shit. I'm not with it. You know, you keep them fake ass needles to yourself. All right, yo there says, I pray a lot. That's a good thing. JT says, dang, little Richard still oh God, never mind. Oh shit, this motherfucker. All right, Marshall Bell says, wow, I did send a prayer to your brother. May rest in peace. Thank you. Do you like belly buttons? No, I'm not privy to that. Not my favorite part of the body. All right, Natasha says, great book, very easy read. It reminds me of what you showing your purpose to be. Okay. AC2 says, are you wearing eyeshadow? Oh God, man. If I had a nickel for how many times people ask me that shit, no, I would never wear makeup. I'm not a makeup guy. I would never do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. This is the way my eye. I don't know why. I don't know why my eyes look dark. I don't know why. I don't know why. But trust me. I don't even use lotion. You look at these hands. You see that ash in between that shit? You see that shit? You see? I'm not even a lotion person. I wish I would do some punk ass shit like wear eyeliner or mascara. Are you, nigga? What? Hell no. Okay, let's do these birthday shout outs and get on up out of here. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious May 15th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledgement. acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Let's see. We have Nancy Gregory. Happy birthday to you. And also my man going all the way back to like the 1992. My man Jesse Dawson turning 72 years old today. Nancy Gregory was turning 52 years old today. And Brittany Sharp turning 37 years old today. Oh, Brittany passed. Brittany passed a minute ago. Rest in peace to you, Brittany. And Lafayette Williams, happy birthday to you. And Geraldine Jacques turning 32 years old today. And Sarah Ocott also turning 32 years old today. And my girl, Leslie Harrison, she's a go-getter. She comes by this show, turning 52 years old today. And Lizanne Walcott turning 58 years old today. And last but not least, my cuz turning 56 years old today, my man Bobby Neal. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all a good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious May 15th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, to rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, we was talking about cell phones, but just like it happens on this show all the time, we started off talking about cell phones and whether you know how to use your phone, the features on your phone or not. But we went into a whole lot of other stuff, and I think that anything that we went off track about is probably relevant. If it's relevant to your life, I think it's good conversation. I appreciate y'all coming through. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night at 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yo, come on through. Yo, kick it with my eye. Appreciate y'all coming by. I always want to make sure that I try to keep the subject matter and the content coming, and I ain't gonna stop this year. We dress up no bumming, and I know that one day we'll get the shit down like a submarine, but okay, for now that we are above ground, we gonna make sure that we do this thing and astound people that's coming through. I want you to say people that's coming through, I want you to say I said people that's coming through, I want you to say I know I'm not really saying nothing, still really saying something. We gonna chill this shit until you push the button that says I ain't listening to this shit no more. Yo, swipe that shit. That's what the phone is for. All right, y'all. Okay. Gold Streets. Gold 777 Streets. Okay. All right. Okay, we out of here. All right. Wait a minute. CJ Johnson said the New York governor said you people don't know the word computer. What you think? I don't know. What's the New York governor's name now? You know what I mean? Shit, I go all the way back to Pataki. All right. Let me get up out of here, y'all. Please hit the like button. Please share the show. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. We'll be back tomorrow night, 1 a.m. Thanks everybody for coming through, even some of the trolls and some of y'all bitch ass motherfuckers. Yo, y'all still make the gumbo good. You still make the gumbo good. You can't like everything that's in the gumbo. I holla back. Peace, y'all. Oh, hold on. Let me take my shit off. Take your shit off. And Salute.